Good morning, everyone. How's everyone this morning? Good morning, Kate, Brianna Baker, Ann Davis. You never did a read. That name doesn't even sound familiar to me, Brianna. It doesn't even sound familiar. Good morning, Crime Time with Jess. Good morning. Sampling Life. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Okay, so I've gone through just before we get started, we're going to do a little chit chat like we always do. I've gone through a lot of the Brian Koberger newest filings. I think that we will do a live this week going over most of those. Good morning, Courtney. The hearing has been moved to October 26th. Good morning. Good morning, Shelley. Good to see everybody. Hope everybody was having a great week. And there's Marie. You won the monthly basket, Marie. So I've got it all boxed up and ready to ship out to you. So I will get that out to you this week. And starting the beginning of October, we will be doing another one as soon as I got all the stuff in. She's not open again until Wednesday. She's only open Wednesdays to Sundays, and she's closed Mondays and Tuesdays. So good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Des, good morning. Yes, congrats. Way to go, Marie. So I've got everything packaged up individually and wrapped in bubble wrap like you wouldn't believe. Wait till you see it. You're going to have it's going to take you about 45 minutes to open it all. I made sure nothing going to get broken in there. So yeah, so as I was saying, she's open this afternoon. Maybe I'll go in this afternoon and see if she's got anything new in. But every time I go in there, I end up walking out spending a couple $100. So, but if I don't go this afternoon, she's only open till 4. If I don't go this afternoon, she's not open again until Wednesday. So, yes. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that it's going to help you. A lot of things in there for you. I tried to write as much as I could, Marie, as to what they were for. The selenite stick, you can put the deck of cards, the oracle cards. You can put all your crystals that you get, your bracelets, everything. You can put it on that selenite stick. It's one like this. Yours is all wrapped up really good so it doesn't get broke. Rest your crystals, your pendulums, your necklaces, everything that you get, you can put on here. Leave it on there for a couple days, so you may have to do a little bit at a time. And this clears any negativity, anything evil, nothing. And keep this around your house, like somewhere where you are a lot. It cleanses everything, all negativity, all evil. It clears everything out. Okay, Des, I got you. And you want the black deck. And I'm going to break yours up, Des, and put DD down a bit, just so I don't get any residual energies. So I got you. Oh, I got to get my wheel up. Hang on. Aw. Okay, let me get the wheel up, and I will start adding names to the wheel. I gotta get all these off. These were all for the monthly. Take off all these. So I can start putting all the new ones from today. So we got Des. Add a crime time with Jess. Been checking out your videos there, Jess, and very interesting. I know there's a couple that I've missed. Crime time with Jess. Shelly. Courtney. Courtney wants to hear from Mike. Yellow deck. You get this anyway. Crime time with Jess. You get one from here, a couple from here, and you got a choice of either getting a message from heaven from somebody who has passed away, or you can get the black deck for more information on your read. So you pick either somebody that you want a message from or the black deck. You get these decks already. Good morning, Nana. Yeah, like the polygamy stuff is like, whoa. Shelly. Shelly, do you want the black deck? I don't know why Shelly's didn't show up here. Shelly wants the black. You're not. I see it in the. Hang on a second. Okay, crime time, you want the black deck? Okay. Okay, just give me a second because Shelly's is not showing up. I see it in the chat, but I'm not seeing it in the activity on, so I don't know if it went through. Hang on a sec. I gotta go and check over here. Let me just check there, Shelly, to make sure over here. I don't know why it's not. Yes, the mini read sampling knife are $20 US dollars. Okay, hang on. It's not showing up. Hang on, Shelly. Yeah, it's not showing up on my viewer activity. You used PayPal? Okay, let me just check here. Hang on. Oh, you used PayPal. Okay, now it showed up. And I'll show you what I mean. Smiling is contagious. Shelly. Oh, I'd have to take my camera and everything down. Okay, hang on, I'll show you. Just give me a second. I can do it this way. Hang on, let me take a, whoops. Okay, so, okay. Okay, like as you can see here, this camera, Des was first, then Crime Time with Jess, then Courtney, then Smiling is Contagious, and then you, Shelly. So the second one is showing, but the first one didn't show for some reason. Why is this doing that? Maybe if I zoom it. Okay. See, there's Des, then Crime Time with Jess, then Courtney, then Smiley's Contagious, and then you finally get through there. So the first one didn't go through on the, I don't know why it did that, Shelley. But I do see it come up after Smiling is Contagious. Okay, let me just, I gotta make this bigger now so I can see what's going on. That happened to me once too. Well, yeah, it showed up in the chat part, but it didn't show up in my viewer activity. So, which means it didn't go through on my end. So let me just check to make sure over here that it didn't go to my PayPal. I don't think it would go to my PayPal. So yeah, it's not in my PayPal. So yeah, I don't know what happened there. We got you, Shelly. Okay, so let me get you guys added on to the wheel. The wheel. Okay, we got to add Shelly. We've got to add Courtney. And we got to add Smiling is. Yeah, Smiling is con. Oh boy. Only let me put so many letters in, so. Okay, let me get back to this now. Okay, make sure that everybody written down right. So Shelly, you want the black deck. Smiling is Contagious, you want the black deck. Courtney wants to hear from Mike. Crime Time with Jess wants the black deck, and Daz wants the black decks. Okay. Whew. Oh, it's the anxiety and stress bracelet today, you guys. And I'm also going to put a crystal in here. I've got to go into my box and go and get some crystals, but I will also be putting some crystals in with this one. So the amethyst, which is on each end, is protective stone. It also relieves stress and anxiety, soothes irritability. You'll get this card with it. Balances mood swings and dispels negativity. The blue is sodalite, which is the next, this end stone. This is the amethyst here. This one here is the amethyst. This is the blue stone. Blue sodalite enhances emotional healing to provide inner peace. It also believed to reduce anxiety, tension from excess stress. And then you got the labradorite in the middle, which is known for its ability to calm an overactive mind, reduce stress and anxiety. So that is the bracelet I will be giving away today. And I will also be throwing in some crystal with that. So we'll make the draw at the end of the live today. Before we end the live, we will do the draw for this. Also, it's a live draw. So you don't got to wait a week or anything like that. It'll be done at the end of the reads today. It is. It's very pretty. I've got one. Most of the stuff I've bought multiples of. Because if I have to go back every week to that store, it's like I will be in the poorhouse. I mean, you walk in there and it's like, oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty. Oh my God. Oh my God. And it's just like the whole store. It's like I said the other day, I swear to God, I've been keeping her in business. But she's got such nice stuff, really nice. So I don't mind supporting local businesses. Okay, just let me see up here. Thank you, Des, for putting up the instructions. Oh, it's horrible. Like I told Des the other day, we were talking on FaceTime. I says, okay, I got to go down and I got to order because next month's basket that I will be giving away, we'll do the draw at the end of the month. So any $10 super chat during the month gets you one entry on the wheel. So if you give us $20 super chat or even through PayPal, I know the last time there was a couple that donated through PayPal. Those count. They all count. Below any of my videos for the month, if you use the heart there, those count too. They're super thanks. It all shows up on my analytics. So if you give a $20 super chat, and this is not counting the mini reads. So if you give a $20 super chat, that's 2 entries. So you can enter as many times as you want. And at the end of the month, I keep adding throughout the month more stuff into the basket. And at the end of the month, we do the draw. Marie just won the first monthly draw. And there was a whole bunch of stuff in there. But a lot of people have liked the Tiger's Eye set. So I ordered 2 more of the Tiger Eye sets. I ordered another rose quartz set. What else did I order? I ordered a whole bunch of stuff. I did grab a couple of decks of Oracle cards while I was there also. I grabbed some more necklaces. I cleaned her out of one style of necklace. She usually has 2 or 3 of them. It's not a very big store, but oh my God, what she packs in there is like, oh. There's an amethyst that she has. It's huge. It's like this, a chunk of amethyst. And it's like, oh my God, I want it, but it's like 80 something dollars. And it's like, oh, it's like, where's my big amethyst? It's similar to this one. It's similar to this one, but it's huge. So, yeah. What else? There's some towers like these. And she's got them like they're this size round and they're huge. I got this one there. This one is really nice. This is the selenite tower. I don't know if you can, how good you can see it on this camera. My lighting is shit. Is there a light on this one? I don't know. Hang on. I don't know. I don't see a light. But there, maybe this way you can see it a little bit better. This is one of the towers. This is a small tower. She's got the medium and then she's got the big ones. It's like, they're beautiful. So, oh my God, I go in there and it's crazy. Marie says, Willow, the owner of that store, should just move everything over to your house. Oh my gosh. Yeah, right. Yeah, I have the Himalayan sea salt lamp. It's sitting over here. It's too big to move, but it's like this size around and it's like that long. It's big. But I've never seen a selenite lamp yet. My sister sent me this, which I use a lot. This is a selenite candle holder, like the mini candles there. Tea candle holder. I use that quite a bit. I got a lot of selenite. Selenite's good to have around the house. I've got one upstairs in my room too. My middle bedroom, I used to use that as my read room before I have my office set up here downstairs. because I just didn't like being stuck upstairs all the time. So I moved my office downstairs and got this big, huge L-shaped desk with the hutch and everything on it. But my read room upstairs is just packed with more decks. I probably have 120 decks. I have quite a few over here. I got a drawer full. I've got tons upstairs. But I've got a lot of crystal and everything up there too. So I will probably be bringing a lot of that down once I get my shelves and that up behind me. But I want to section off my office a bit better from the rest of the house down here. I love it that I can look out my front window. So it doesn't feel like I'm closed in. Hello, Rose. Good morning, love. There's Rose. Yes, congratulations to Marie again. Yes. I'm gonna have to look for one of those, Kate, one that lights up the selenite. That'd be nice. I wonder if she can get me one. She has a catalog. And it's all shipped from Montreal, which is not really that far from us. But the last time I was there, I was talking to her, and if you go in person, you can get a lot of stuff at a discount because they don't got to ship it out to you, right? And because she has a business, I was thinking about maybe taking a run with her to Montreal and just going and picking up stuff right there from the warehouse. So we'll have to see. It's a 2-hour drive for me into Montreal. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I know I forget half of the stuff that I ordered. But oh my God, the catalog that she's got. The things that you can order. Oh, I just die for it. So I've got like a mini warehouse going on down here. So I want to set up something, maybe get like a shelving thing enclosed where I can keep everything in. Just organize things a little bit better. So let's get the decks shuffled up, you guys, and then we will get started. I'm going to go through some of my crystals to see what would go with the stress and anxiety bracelet. So you have like something that coincides with that. I should wear about 10 of those things. So yeah, while we're doing this, the Brian Koberger thing, like there was this last filing, and another thing that's really, excuse me, getting me wondering as to, like Ann Taylor has continuously said about this grand jury, it was done in secret. Well, yeah, grand juries are secret. It wasn't done correctly. There was misleading information. There was exculpatory stuff that didn't get brought in. All this stuff that she's saying, and she's been complaining about it for some time. There's been 3 or 4 different hearings that have been set for that to decide and discuss and argue about that. And she's vacated each one. And now somebody's sick. Well, they got a whole team over there. You know what I mean? So it's like, just because one person may be sick, there's a whole team of lawyers and everything that he's got, which is another point I want to make that is really odd to me, because usually when the state is paying for your defense, you're allowed one expert witness per topic, like one expert for DNA, one expert for GPS, one expert for this, one expert for that. And they've got teams of experts for different things, like teams on the DNA, teams on the GPS. So I don't know how he is getting away with that at taxpayers' money, because that's not the way it's supposed to work. And then this constant, setting motions hearings and stuff like that, and then vacating them. there's some carfunkel going on there as far as I'm concerned. I think part of this is they want that house torn down. That house played a big role in the preliminary hearing, the setup, how Dylan's seen him, what he could see from where he parked in the back. If that house isn't there anymore, you're not going to be able to see those things. Like that, you can park in the back and see right into Maddie's room, right into Kaylee's room, right into the kitchen from that back area, right? Without the house being there, how do they show that, right? So it's like, I think that could be part of it, that they're hoping that the grand jury indictment is thrown out and they get either they have to call another grand jury or they go for a prelim. Without that house there, how do they argue their points, right? It's not the same. And people are out there, well, there's 3D and there's pictures, but that doesn't give a visual of what exactly Dylan could have seen with her door open that much, peeking out. You know what I mean? It doesn't show you what exactly he could see in those bedrooms because the 3Ds are done by people. Maybe their measurements are off. Maybe this is off. Maybe that is off. So I don't think that's the whole reason, but I do think that that is part of it. And then people about this DNA on this sheet. Thank you, Rose, for your $9.99 donation. I am going to start for the next giveaway, even though I don't have the items yet. But Rose, you are on. You got an entry for the next giveaway for your $9.99 super sticker. Now where was I? Yeah. So a lot of things in that house, even though you can see it in some of these 3D imaging and this and that they took, it's not the same as being there and being able to do a walkthrough. So the University of Idaho, who now owns it, says they will wait until like a couple months ago when they were going to demolish it in August. There was an outlash. So they said, okay, well, the trial starts October 2nd. We'll keep it standing until the end of October. Are they trying to get that to expire? Right? So now that the trial isn't happening October 2nd, you know what I mean? It just seems fishy to me because they turned around and waived their right to a speedy trial. So now the trial is not happening October 2nd. Now they're fighting for this grand jury indictment to be dismissed. They've had 3 or 4 hearings that were set to do that, but they keep vacating it. Are they waiting for that house to be demolished? Is that why he waived his right to a speedy trial also? Because the University of Idaho said they'll give it until the end of October, but they are demolishing it. So which would have gave the jury an ample opportunity to do a walkthrough before it was demolished. So they've waived their right to a speedy trial, so now it's not happening October 2nd, and they keep putting off this motion to squash the indictment. It all falls around this time of when this house is going to be demolished, right? I don't know. It's just my gut feeling. Okay, Marie. And I did get your apartment number, Marie. Don't worry. It's on your package. But something is really shady with that. I don't think that's all of it, but I do think that has something to do with it. So there's that. What do you guys think? I also think that I'm not worried about the DNA thing and the IgG or whatever however they came across. The bottom line is, it is Brian Koberger's DNA on that nice sheath. And now that they have a buccal swab from him, they tested his buccal swab to that DNA on the nice sheath, and it matches. So regardless of how they got it, and the way they got it has been used many, 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 many times. They're claiming that Brian Koberger has an action that he can make regarding that. Well, he can't. The only ones that could really have a claim against that and try and have it thrown out are the people that submitted their DNA to this 2andMe or 3andMe or whatever that testing center is. Brian Koberger doesn't have the right to fight that. Only the people that submitted their DNA, if they check the box saying that it's not to be used for any other purpose, like for police and stuff like that, then they would have a claim against the police or prosecution using their DNA to connect it to Brian. But if they didn't check that box, they don't even have a claim. Brian doesn't have a claim on that. It's not his DNA that was submitted to that 3andMe or 2andMe, whatever that Ancestry.com or whatever it was that they had submitted their DNA to. So there's that. Also, one of the DNA experts for the defense has now changed her story when other experts in the field started criticizing her testimony and that she was wrong on some things. 23andMe. Okay, thank you, Compute. So it's like, he doesn't have a claim because he's not the one that submitted his DNA. Can the defense say, well, they shouldn't have been able to use that? I don't know. Are you worried that they've got evidence against your client? Yes. It's his DNA. It can't be disputed. It's his DNA. A lot of people are saying, well, it's funny that now that they had Brian's DNA, that they matched that to the trash that Brian was throwing away in the neighbors. Well, yeah. What they do is they've already got the printout with all them little line things on it there, all those markers. They got it here. Okay. Now, all they got to do, and I'm sure they can put a rush on it and have it done in a day. We need this tested now. Like, we need the DNA that was found on, we seen him physically throwing this out. We need that DNA tested. They can get that done in a day. And the printout, if it matches the little markers on the DNA from the sheath and the DNA from Brian's buccal swab, well, it is what it is. A cat is a cat when you see a cat. Thank you, Rose. Again, there's 2. Did you want, now that you've put in 2, did you want a read today too with that? If you do want a read for your 2 $9.99s, then they don't count for a read. Okay, so they don't count towards the giveaway then, Rose, because payments for the reads do not count towards the giveaway. So that's up to you. If you want a read for your $9.99s, or do you want 2 entries into the giveaway? You got to choose. Got to choose, because the reads don't count towards the giveaway, because you're getting a read for your donation, right? So if you want a read, then which one do you want? You want the read? Okay. So I'll take your name off for the giveaway. Okay. We will put you down here, Rose, and put you on the wheel today, though, for the giveaway for today. Do you want the black deck, Rose? The black deck. Okay. Let me get you on today's wheel for the giveaway for today. Let's take this one out. Hang on. And we'll put Rose in there, and we'll get on there. Okay, I've got you on the wheel for today. Whoops. So yeah, the Brian Koberger thing, it's just like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird, you guys. I like your little emoticons there that you put with that, Rose. My little cat. Okay, let me see here. Make sure I got everybody on the wheel. We will be doing that at the end of the live. Did we hear if cameras are allowed? I don't think. Let me check right now one more time before we start. I don't think they're now for the motion to squash the indictment. For part of it, the cameras were removed. The other part in the afternoon, they were allowed. And let me just check. I'm just checking the court thing here. See, and these stipulated motions that are in this case, excuse me, are exactly what Steve Goncalves, Kaylee's dad, is complaining about. Like, he feels like there's things that the prosecution keeps agreeing to that they should not be agreeing to. That's what a stipulated motion means, that the defense and the prosecution have already discussed a motion and have agreed to it, but they want it on record so it's read in. So either it's usually the prosecution that will read in a stipulated motion. And there was a stipulated motion to vacate and reset the defendant's motions. There was also an order to file a reply to the state's objection. So they've ordered the defendant's motion to file. What's this? Hang on a sec, you guys. What is this? Let me just see what this is. Motion to file reply to state's objection to defendant's second motion to dismiss the indictment under seal. Okay, so there was a motion that the prosecution made to the defendant's second motion to dismiss the indictment under seal. Comes now Brian C. Koberger by and through his attorney, N.C. Taylor, public defender, and hereby moves the court for an order to file the defendant's reply to state's objection to defendant's second motion to dismiss indictment under seal. Okay, so that's what that was. And they want everything under seal. So I guess they didn't file a reply to the state's objection. I guess the state did object to it, but then they did a stipulated motion to reset the defendant's motions. And then there's an order vacating and resetting the defendant's motions, and that's when it's set to October 26th. So that's the last. There's nothing. The state's objection to putting all this off was also sealed, so we don't know why they were complaining about it. There's an order sealing some kind of exhibit. Like, all of this is under seal. So I mean, it's I can see where Kaylee's dad is starting to get a little peeved off. Right. And the thing is, with all this sealing of stuff going on, that's what is causing all the chaos in the true crime communities. It leaves it wide open for everybody to speculate, to make up their own little theories and their own little facts that aren't facts. There's so much that's out there that I can debunk, but over on Twitter, I've got a lot of people getting mad at me because I'm debunking a lot of stuff that they're saying. which is probably going to hurt their fan base. But if you're posting something that's wrong, it's wrong. Like there was somebody that just posted, I just commented on it today over on Twitter. She says, this is impossible. Like Brian Koberger would cross the state to go and commit these murders. It's like, what? Cross the state? He was 15 minutes away. So it's like, what do you mean he crossed the state? He didn't have to cross the state. He was 15 minutes. He was in Pullman, Washington, and it's 15 minutes to Moscow, Idaho, where this happened. He didn't have to like spend 5 hours crossing the state. Like it just doesn't make sense, the stuff that they're putting out. Did he cross state lines? Yeah, but he didn't cross the state. And the way that this person had put it, it's like he spent hours and hours crossing the state to go to Idaho to do this. So it's like, it's stuff like that I'm losing patience with. And it's like, then they try and come back at me like, you don't know what you're talking about. Did you read the affidavit? Did you? Where does it say in there that he crossed the state? He was 15 minutes away. Stop putting it out there to your fan base that it's like he spent hours and hours. Like, who would do that? Cross a state to go and commit something like this? It takes me longer to get dressed in the morning than it took him to get from his place to the murder scene. Like, give me a break. So, yeah, the way that BK drives, it was most likely 5 to 10 minutes. So it's like, yeah, it's annoying to say the least. So after reading comment out, and then people going, oh my God, you're so right. Nobody would drive 5 hours just to. Okay, people, wake up. Read the affidavit. It's out there. Read it. Read the public. It's out there. Like, think for yourself. But there's other places that have a huge following that are putting out false information or taking bits and pieces of a statement to fit their narrative. But when you read the whole statement, it's nothing like they're trying to project it to be. They're just taking little bits and pieces or certain words. Look at this, look at that. Yeah, look at the whole thing. Not just that and that. Look at the whole thing. So it's like, oh, if you've got to do that, I would rather have nobody watch than have people watch because I'm putting out bullshit. You know what I mean? Like drama sells, and I'm not into it. Too old for that crap. So it's like, ugh, it makes me sick. But anyway, it is what it is. But I was just getting so annoyed yesterday. It was like, do you guys have your own mind? And then I really started getting jumped on, which was funny because I laughed at it. It's like, I'm the one sitting here going by the facts of the case. I'm not changing words around in my replies to what your idol just posted. I'm not changing the words around like they are. I'm showing you the facts. If you don't want to see that, then get out of true crime because go to fake crime. What do they call that? Conspiracies and everything. Go to a conspiracy genre. Don't go to a true crime. It's called true crime, not made up crime, not the way I interpreted crime, not the go by the facts. Well, what they're doing, to a lot of them are Brian Koberger. They're in love with him or something. I don't know, but like, I don't know. It's just odd. Like, do you go to bed at night thinking about this case and just dreaming up new ways to try and make him look innocent? But when you got to take something and change it around to fit so it fits your narrative, then you're putting out fake news. Attack the facts. Try to show that those facts are wrong by backed up factual information, not by shit that's made up. So it's like, wow. Oh, his phone died. That's why his phone went on and off. His phone died, and then miraculously, just what? Recharged itself. He laid out under the stars, waited for the sun to come up, and pointed his phone to the sky and recharged his phone. That's why it came on. After the murders, it comes on when he gets like a few miles down the road. Then his phone comes back on. Are you kidding me? It happens to go out just as he's approaching the murder scene, happens to come back on just after he leaves. What? Like, fight the evidence that the prosecution is showing with facts that you can prove, not made up bullshit. Right? Oh, it's disgusting. Oh, Taylor is a sneaky one, and it's like she bats her little eyelashes, and it's like, oh my gosh, poor Brian. And Brian looks at her like a little baby, looking at like his soother hanging from his crib bar. I'm gonna get it. Oh, it's like, boo, disgusting. Like, I believe in everybody, including people like Brian Koberger, deserve a defense. But come on. It's getting a little on the gross side. But anyway, let's get going with these reads. We got Des. That's up first. We've got Des. All right. Let's see what's going on, Des. Oh my gosh. And if I don't take them, she's going to flip out. So I'm going to take them because there's a bunch that fell too. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we got the 5 of Swords in reverse, a 5 of Swords in reverse. Okay. So let's start right away with the 5s. The 5s are adversity. Swords are a logic, a reasoning, stuff like that. Let me just clean my glasses. Good morning, Nana. Okay, 5 of Swords in reverse. Right now, adversity. This is regarding logic and reason. This is the outcome to the problems that you're having is uncertain and probably isn't going to make you happy because this is in reverse. So it's like a loss of some kind. It's a weakness, inability to adapt to changes and stuff like that. But this is an outcome that's going to come that you are not going to be happy with. Then we got the 5 and we got the 7 of Swords. Look at that's somebody like taking what they can, getting away. It's almost like a circus. I'm looking at it in the upright. I'm looking at the picture here. This is almost the 7s. Number 1 are somebody's perspective regarding something. And again, we got the 5 of Swords here, and the swords deal with logic and reasoning, weaknesses when it's in reverse. Okay. So there's problems and things that are uncertain that aren't going to end up going your way. And then we got the 7 of Swords falling right behind it. This is almost like questioning your own judgment, feeling like you're going to take a loss if you make the wrong decisions. And there's going to be, I think really with this, there's going to be something in the confidence maybe that you've built up. It's going to be shook. There's going to be a price that's going to have to be paid too. That's with the 7. We got the Hierophant. We also got the Hierophant. This is a life lesson. All the major arcanas are life lessons. This is almost like doing what you're expected to do. So somebody could be setting you up here. We've got the Three of Swords. We got a lot of swords here. This isn't good. The Three of Swords is also in reverse. What's this? The Chariot. So we got 2 life lessons here. And we've only got 1 in the upright. Like somebody is really... There's going to be some ethical conflicts here, and somebody's going to push you to do something that you probably don't want to do, but you're going to be pushed to do it. The threes, Three of Swords. The threes are connection, okay? Connecting things together. Somebody's going to be telling you something that may not be true, and it's to protect your feelings. Somebody's also going to be betrayed in a relationship. This is a betrayal to a relationship also. So I don't know where that's coming from, but there's going to be a betrayal and somebody pushing you. I don't like this. I don't like that there's so many swords here in reverse. This is also flaws in a relationship that are being overlooked. Okay, and then we got also the Chariot in reverse. Okay, so the Chariot in the upright is moving forward with something. The Chariot is also in reverse. This is another life lesson. And I see with this, he's got like a wand in one hand. It's like a yin and yang almost to this in reverse. This is like a taking action. But with the Chariot in reverse, this is not having concern for somebody else's feelings. This also is misfortune. I'm not happy with that. Let's get some clarification. With the 7 and 5 of Swords, this is questioning your own actions and judgments, your confidence being shaken, arguments and opposition to your plans, responsibilities weighing heavy on you, and there's going to be a price to pay with responsibilities. This is also outcome to your problems. Well, what is this all about? Because the 5 is talking about some kind of weakness, and the swords like are logic and reasoning. Putting your own needs above other things that you should be doing. Wow. Okay, let's see with this. What is this? I'm moving this over because I want to know about this 5 and 7 of Swords. What's it entailing? And as you can see, sometimes you guys, you get more cards than what you're supposed to. I think one flipped over here. Let me just see. Make sure. I thought I seen one flip over. Okay, so what the heck is going on here? Because you see this, how people are just laying down their swords and walking away. Here, oh, we should put it in the upright. It's upside down, but you see how there's a battle being fought here. You're not quite done yet, but they've thrown down their swords and they're turned their back and they're walking away. It's like, it's not even worth arguing with you about this. There's something that's not going to go in your favor. And and this is almost like, I don't know. Let's get some clarification on it. And this one too, it's like there's 2 swords still standing. There's something's not going to go in your favor. Okay, there it is. Look at what came out to clarify. When I asked for clarification, we got the 9 of Swords. Got so many swords here. This is dealing with feelings. with the 9 is an abundance of something, worry, intense anxiety, and depression. I feel like there's going to be a lot of that coming in on this because things aren't going to go exactly the way that you thought they would. And I believe it's because things aren't taking the priority that they should. The 5 too is a lot of indecisions, inability to adapt. So I don't know what's going to happen here, but there's going to be something that happens that's going to be unexpected, not what you thought it was going to be. There's something here that you have overlooked. You're going to start questioning your own judgment on things. That's with the 7. And we've got the 9, the 7, and the 5 of swords. That's all logic and reasoning. So I do believe that there's something here that is going to, like this says, the 7 says a price to be paid for a choice that was made. Okay, so this one here with the 3 of swords, justice. So with the 3 of swords, somebody protecting your feelings instead of telling you the truth is what this means in the reverse. And the 3 of swords, 3s are connecting dots together. With the justice, this is a cause and effect. This is finding out what the truth is and somebody finally getting what they deserve. I don't know why that's there, but if you see the sign there, it says, I don't know if you can read it, Black Lives Matter. This is almost somebody that's been feeling like they've been wronged. They're coming back to make it right. And this is with the 3 of swords in reverse. This is a person in the relationship will be tempted to betray the other. Flaws in a relationship are overlooked because of the positive aspects that you want to keep. And that's what I was reading right there, because it does give. I tend to go on what I'm feeling with the card, but I mean, it is what it is, what's written there. And this is telling me the same thing. Somebody is going to take a loss here. The Hierophant, like I said, this is, that's the only one that came out upright. This is doing what is expected of you. I think there's going to be some kind of ethical conflict and choosing the moral path with the Hierophant upright, and with the Chariot in reverse. You see that there's like kind of like a wand in his hand here. These are both life lessons. I think there's going to be lessons that are learned here. This is like really trying to get something to go your way by underhanded means. This is ruthless dealings with others. This is exploiting others for your own advancement. Wins by intimidating people, obsessed with money and power. Strong desire to change what's going on. So we're going to leave that there. Let's see what else. I feel like something is going to be majorly effed up this week coming. Something's going to be done because I see changes coming, and something that was unexpected that maybe could have even been avoided if something else was done. But I also feel like you're going to be really shook by this. Whatever this is that's coming this week, you're going to be really shook by it. Like, I can just imagine what somebody's going to try and pull next. So we got the palm tree. This talks about stability. Stability and flexibility. You're going to be betrayed. There's a betrayal coming. Somebody's not been telling you the full truth, and that was to, I guess, protect your feelings. They didn't flip, so I'm going to get a couple more. Something is coming this week, Des, and I think it's going to... the axe. This is a breakup, a separation. Silent treatments. This is an abandonment. Somebody's going to do something this week. There's been things that have been kept from you. This says to spare your feelings, but there's a price that's going to be paid for something this week. I just cannot imagine what a certain someone could come up with next. And you're not going to be able to adapt to this. It's something, I don't know what's going to be pulled, but let's get another one. Anything more? Give a couple more shuffles. There we go. The snake. Uh-oh. There's going to be a competition from the enemy that's coming forward. This is lining up with this. There's going to be something malicious. This says look over your shoulder, and this says the other woman. So there's something coming this week, Des, that is going to probably put you on your butt. It's going to be malicious too. It's going to be malicious. It's going to be probably life-changing. You're going to find out that somebody has not been telling you the whole truth. They're going to tell you it was to save your feelings. There's going to be a betrayal. There's some kind of betrayal also going on here. There's somebody saying, okay, I'm done arguing. I'm done fighting about it. Now I'm just going to take action. So there's something coming this week, and it's going to set you back. There's another read coming up. So we will see. Okay, crime time with Jess. Let's see what we got for you. Crime time with Jess. What do we got for you? There we go. There's one. Four of Swords, Nine of Swords. Thank God they're in the upright. The nines are abundance. So abundance of something here. We're going to see what this is about. And we got the Four of Swords. What is it with the swords today? Swords are all about logic and reasoning. Sometimes weaknesses when they're in the reverse. So with the Nine of Swords, this is, it's talking something about grief. So is there something that's been keeping you awake at night? This is emotional pain and depression. Maybe a deep guilt over something. This is anguish and worry, fear of self-doubt, clouding your thinking. The Four of Swords also comes into this. This is laying things to rest, in my opinion, from what I get from this card. The fours are talk about stability. This is the ending of a personal battle. So what I'm seeing with the Nine of Swords, I'm seeing a lot of emotional pain and depression, guilt, regrets over something. But I also see the Four of Swords coming into that, where a personal battle is going to end. This is a truce, laying things to rest. So I feel like whatever this is that has been getting you down, depressed, maybe lack of sleep, misery, the fear and doubt, that's been clouding either your thinking or what you've been doing, and just wishing for healing on it. I feel like it's coming in here with the Four of Swords. This is a personal battle ending, laying things to rest. We've got the Seven of Cups that come out. The sevens are somebody's perspective, right? So this is endless possibilities and fantasies. Cups are dealing with emotions and relationships. So I feel like there's going to be some kind of mending going on with whatever this is that's been just either toxic or so emotional that it's been like even keeping you awake at night, making you feel very guilty and stuff like that. I feel like that is all going to come to an end. There's going to be maybe some kind of resolution going on here. Okay, let me get one more. There we go. Because this is the endless possibilities. Things finally coming to light, and the Ace of Wands. Yes, with the Ace of Wands. This is a breakthrough. This is changing directions. The aces talk about there's a potential there. So I feel like even though whatever this is that was going on that was getting you so down and stressed and anxiety and the guilt and all of that goes with the Nine of Swords, I feel like it's coming to an end. This is going to end. Somebody's going to just lay this to rest. It's not worth it anymore. Um, Possibilities are either going to be offered to you, but there's some possibilities that are coming through there. I think this is going to be laid to rest. And there's going to be a breakthrough. There's going to be a change in direction with the Ace of Wands. And the Ace is the potential. So a lot of potential in moving forward with new and better things. But let's get some more clarification on this with the Black deck. Woo! Right, the wedding rings. This is coming back together. This is a union. So I do feel if this is something that maybe tore you and somebody else apart at one time, I do feel that there's going to be a resolution. There's going to be an end to this battle, and you guys are going to be able to connect again, and maybe start doing things together again that you had already started, which may have caused a lot of problems. We also got the Chaser. This is a fear of abandonment issues, but this is also being codependent on somebody. Hand of Cards, taking a chance. Okay, so being strategic, this is options, not showing the hand, and gambling. This is taking a chance. Excuse me. So I do feel, I can see on the bottom here, taking a chance, a risk, being strategic. This time, really, because this came out, really hold a lot of your cards close to your chest. Even though you're trying to get past this, trying to get over it, there's new inspiration, a new direction with a breakthrough here. Don't be as codependent on somebody else. Never rely on somebody else. If you can't follow through with something yourself, I wouldn't do it. It's always nice to have help and have somebody that can help you do certain things. But I think until this gets on a more stable ground, I feel like don't take on anything that you wouldn't be able to handle yourself. Even though you may have help right now, make sure that it's something that you can handle on your own if this happens again. Okay? Oops. Mama. I'm going to keep you over here. So that is for you at Crying Time with Jess. Shelly. Shelly up next. Shelly. Whoa, right away. What is with the swords today? This is the Ten of Swords. At least it's upright. But it's not a good card because it tells me that there's some troubles on the way. Okay, this is in the upright. The Ten of Swords. The tens talk about something completing. I feel like there's some plans that are in jeopardy here. Your home life is going to be disrupted. This is bottoming out with the Ten of Swords. Okay, the swords are logic and reason. I don't know why there's so many swords coming out today. It's like trouble's going to find you regardless. No matter what you try and do, trouble is going to find you. Oh boy. Shelly, what is going on? We've got the Four of Wands. This is a celebration, community, and unity with the Four of Wands. Okay, fours are about stability, getting stability. The wands are creating something, taking action. I feel like somebody's going to come to your rescue with this. I don't think you're going to be able to dodge this trouble that's coming your way, but I feel like there's going to be people that gather together. You see this with the Four of Wands. They're going to come to your rescue and help you get through this. It's like, and don't think like a victim thinks, because that will just keep you on the downward spiral. Okay. So you got it. Even if this is something being done wrong to you, take it like a champ and don't play victim. Like, think positively of how this can be changed positively into a positive. And I do think that there's going to be people that gather around you to help do that. That's what I get with the Four of Wands. Okay, let's get, ooh. If I can't, okay, well, I'm going to take them only because they wanted to come out. So let's take this one first. Okay, we got the King of Coins. The kings are people who take action. The coins are all about finances and stability. Grounded, successful, building an empire. I think you're going to have to rebuild something here, but you're going to have help. I think somebody takes you down somehow. Somebody's out to disrupt not only the flow of money, but your home life. They're using an area of your life and opening it up to conflict. We've got the Queen of Swords. This is somebody who has mastered this. Somebody's going to come in and protect you. It's going to be an older woman. Oh, we got the Queen of Swords that's coming in to protect you against the Queen of Coins. The Queen of Coins, this is somebody, an older woman again. You can tell by the picture, this is an older woman again who is evil, manipulative, possessive. So this could be an older woman that is coming in to do this with the Ten of Swords. That's coming in to disrupt your life, to bring trouble into your home life. This could even be an in-law or something, because this is an older woman. This older woman could even be playing, because there's a child here also. Is that their child or your child that this queen is trying to manipulate? It's either her child or your child. She's trying to manipulate this person, and it's going to cause a lot of problems in your home life. But there's another queen here that's going to come in too and side with you and help fight this, because she's coming in hard with the Ten of Swords. She's coming, this Queen of Coins in reverse is coming in hard. And this has to do with money. This has to do with money. So be careful of this person, Shelley. You want the black deck. I do feel like, let's see what we get here. And no matter how you try to dodge this person is going to find you. So it's almost like they're saying stuff or doing stuff and you're combating that and winning, but then she brings something else. It's like never ending. And there's a connection either to her child in this or your child. She could be, if it's your child, she could be using, or her child could be using that to try and gain like somebody on her side to carry this out, trying to change minds. Wow. Kisses. Sunglasses. Kisses, unconditional loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. So I believe that there's somebody that you do love dearly that is going to come in. Sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. There could be, she could also have people that are feeding her information. So watch who you talk to, watch who you share your personal finances and thoughts with, or what you're planning on doing. Be very careful who you share that with, because there could be somebody bringing her information to help fuel this fire. Watch out for this woman. So that's what's going on for you this week, my dear. I'm sorry. But I do feel like there's going to be people that come to your defense. Just be very careful with what you share. Oh, it's your, Shelly says, it's my child. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You're very welcome, Crime Time with Jess. Okay, Courtney. And Courtney wants to hear from Mike. Now, Courtney, only you are going to know if what comes out is from Mike or not. I could get an idea as I'm doing the read, but this could also be somebody else. But definitely Mike will give you something from the Talking to Heaven deck. Sometimes they come through and they give you more information that they feel you need to know what's going on. The Lovers. This is the Lovers, and it's in the upright, which is good. This is a beginning of a romance. This is a temptation, an attraction to somebody. This is also in order for this relationship to work, because this is a new relationship. In order for it to work, you have to abandon information that you're getting from your parents, your family, maybe even friends. It also represents a period of good times, close friends, and adventures. But the Lovers too also represents that an important decision must be made. So let's see what comes out here. The World in reverse. The World in reverse. This is like feeling empty. This is delays and things. So things that you may think should be being completed, or you've been given a completion date for something. Maybe you're waiting on some documents or something, and they're supposed to be to you in a timely manner. I think there's going to be delays there also. So this is delays also. Whoa, that is way too many. This is way too many. There's about 8 there. That's way too many for me. Let's finish the shuffle. This is the 3 of coins. 3 is a connection. Okay. So with the Lovers, this is the beginning of something. To me, it's a romance because it's the Lovers. But there's also going to be a temptation there, and there's an important decision that needs to be made. You got to make this decision on your own. Don't base your decision on what others are saying. The World in reverse, it's almost like I'm feeling empty. Why are all these delays happening? With the 3 of coins, 3s are connecting the dots. You see what they're doing here with this easel, trying to connect things. Coins stand for security and finances and stuff like that. So financial stability. There's somebody here too that is going to have a common goal with you. And you want to hear from Mike. So I'm going to just pull maybe another card here. The 8 of Swords, feeling trapped, blind to the truth, self-limiting. Yeah, don't limit yourself, okay? So the 8 of Swords, the 8s are change. These changes need to happen. So I don't know what changes that you are going through right now, Courtney, but these changes need to happen, whether they're good or bad. You got to take the truth for what it is. Like, I wouldn't have been surprised if we got the rose-colored glasses coming out in the black deck. But this is like not seeing things for what they actually are. You're blinded to that. You got to take that blindfold off and see things for exactly what they are. Okay. And that's why I think it comes in on this, where you got to leave other people's um, um, thoughts regarding your decisions. You got to leave them to the wayside. Your parents, your family, your friends. This is something you need to really think about yourself and make a decision on your own. Okay. Because I feel like you're feeling alone a lot of the times, like feeling trapped, feeling like empty. You can't make decisions and you're scared to make the wrong decisions. But focus on what is going to be best for you. Never mind anybody else for now, for you. How are you going to benefit by this? And if somebody is willing to do those common goals with you, then regardless of what other people think, do what you think is right. Okay? Other people don't got to live your life. You do. So even though they may not like a decision that you're going to make, I would make it if it is exactly what you feel you need to do, do it. Okay, Mike, do you have a message, please, for Courtney? Message for Courtney, please. Oh, you got two. You got two that came out. My mind is free. Okay, so whatever was troubling him while he was still here in the physical world, this may have even contributed to some illnesses with him, that he was constantly worrying about things to the point that he would get really stressed. He's letting you know that now none of that is affecting him anymore, and that his mind is clear and freer. Oh my God, free. I get this card too when there's been an injury to the head, or somebody has had dementia, something like that. I feel here that there was an injury of some kind, or to the head, something that was affecting his thinking. This sometimes comes out too with alcohol or drug abuse. That's something that affects the mind. So I'm feeling like there was something, that there was some kind of injury to the head that affected his thinking. He's saying that that no longer affects him. He comes to you in your dreams. This is where he's trying to connect with you. This is where he's trying to give you hints and answers to the questions that you ask of him. Okay? I don't think he has the energy yet to. I think I'm getting, she wants me to do something, but I don't have the energy yet. So I don't know if you've been asking him to either turn something on or off, or make a noise, or move something. He's saying that he doesn't have the energy yet. That's why he's coming to you in your dreams. So pay attention to your dreams, write them down so you don't forget. Things will come together. And basically do what is best for you. Okay? Don't worry about what other people are saying. Okay, so we're going to take a little bit of a break here, you guys. I want to go and warm up my coffee and take a potty break, fix my seat here because my back is starting to really hurt because my chair is not situated right. So I got to fix that up. Take a potty break. Kate, did you put in for a read? Reads have me on edge. Kate, are you in here for a read? No. No. Okay, so when we come back from the break, we have D up next, and then smelling is contagious, and then Rose. So if anybody else would like a mini read, please get it in during the break, because after that, I will not be taking any more. So please get them in during the break if you want a mini read. So go grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a coffee, take a potty break, whatever you need to do, and we will be back in 5 minutes. All right, we are back. Is everyone sleeping? Oh. Okay, what did I miss? Rose. Now, Rose, did your $9.99? Is that for the giveaway? I will put you on the list for the giveaway for your $9.99. Yes, you get either the message from heaven or the black deck with each read. You get to choose either the message from heaven or more cards from the black deck. Yeah, I've already got you written down, Rose, for the black deck. Okay, so who do we get up? Oh, gosh. We got D up next. Let's see what you're planning this week. Let's see. What does he have planned this week? What does he have planned up his sleeve this week? There's one. Let's see. Death. First one is death upright. His are both upright, and he's got two life-changing or life lessons, the major arcana. He's got death and he's got the world. So with the world, what I see here is a wand in each hand. Wands are action, but this is also the world in the upright, entering a period of happiness and positive events, places, things falling into place. I just got to get my chair pulled in here. Hang on a second, guys. I've got this. This is what I'm trying for my back. I've got one of these cushions that have this, and it keeps moving on me. So to get it placed right with the back of this chair, I think I need another chair. So it's not pushing on my back. It's hard to get it situated properly. See that. Okay, so where were we? Sorry about that, Des. Okay, so, but this is also, this could be a change of residence. Hang on a sec. Yeah, I heard it already. Okay, sorry about that. It can also be a change of residence. This could also be a change of job. We'll have to see what comes out with it. And you wanted the black deck too. Okay, and the death. This is the end of something. This is... A lot of people think that the death card means that somebody's going to die. But I feel like there is a sickness that's going to be revealed to him. Could this sickness lead to somebody passing away? Yes. Usually when I get this card, I don't get that. But here I am feeling like there is going to be a sickness that he is going to be faced with. And I'm not saying him himself, but it could be. But there's something here that is not sitting the way this card usually sits with me. So that tells me that there could be something that happens or that he's made aware of that's going to affect him horribly. It's an end of something. This is also putting the past behind. But I do feel that there is also a connection, and this doesn't usually come. There could be a death in the family. Hmm. This is also something that's out of control. So we've got the world and the death card with what is coming for him this week. I do feel like there's going to be somebody that's close to him that may be passing away. I also feel like there's an ending to something, and I feel like that's centered around the home and job. And the world, it's like whatever this is that's coming, and I don't think it's positive. It's not, it's something that I gotta say this carefully. I don't like when stuff like this comes out and what I'm being shown, because I don't do that. I never have since the beginning of time of me reading. I don't give information when I feel like there's a death coming. But this is just, it's just so strong with me. This is either a serious end to something life-changing, or there's going to be a physical death. And it's going to shock him in some ways and relieve in some ways. So that's why I'm getting kind of confused about, is this really a physical death, or is there a physical death, but a death also of something else, like a job, terminating something? I don't know. Let's see. It's weird. I think it could be a mixture of things. Six of Wands. The sixes are growth. The wands are creating and taking action. There's going to be some kind of recognition. He's going to be put in a spotlight. The spotlight's going to be all on him, and there's two more that came out. Ace of Coins. The aces are potential. And the Four of Swords. The fours are stability. So I feel like something's going to happen that, and we've got the coins here too, which is the financial opportunity, manifesting some kind of money. Could something be happening? Huh. I don't know if there's a will. The Four of Swords is a mental overload of something. Dealing with the sanctuary, mental overload, solitude, being alone, and dealing with what's going to happen. There's something about the Ace of Coins, the money. There's a potential there for a financial opportunity. I'm almost feeling like there could be an inheritance coming his way, which leads me back to this again. And he's going to be in the spotlight for something. I've also got, with the change of residence, change of job, in her piece finally coming. So this could be, yes, the black deck. Okay. This could be somebody leaving him an inheritance of something that is finally going to put him where he wanted to be. He may quit his job because of this inheritance, because I feel like there's some kind of inheritance coming that's going to give him some stability that he needs. That's weird. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Sharon. Okay, let's take some from the black deck. What is this about? Tell me what this is about. Oh my gosh. Karmic relationship. Fleeting triggers, turmoil, letting go. The clock. Progress being made. The clock. Time's up. The passion. Having fun. Wedding rings. There's some kind of union. An everlasting promise. There's a snake. Looking over your shoulder. The other woman. This is something coming to a completion, a seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, a temptation, but there's going to be a third-party interference. And I like you. Someone likes you. Romancing is blooming, wanting to date you, fun and flirting. So is this because he's got money now? I don't know. But there's somebody that's going to be in it for the wrong reasons. Anyway, Des, I'll talk to you more about this after. Wow. Something's about to happen. Thank you, Mama. Wow. Yeah. Okay, before I go to Smiling is Contagious, just for myself, I just want to pull. Just give me a second. Okay. Okay. Smiling is Contagious, and you want the black deck also. Smiling is Contagious. That one wanted to come out, so we're going to take it. There we go. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You got Pentacles on both cards. Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This is to do with money issues. The Queen stand for somebody mastering something. Feeling like when I see this, like in the upright, this is, finally getting financial stability at a place where you can afford to do the things that you want to do, stuff like that. But this is in reverse. So is the seven. The sevens are perspective, somebody's perspective. This is almost like you've put everything into something and it hasn't turned out the way that it should have. Maybe bigger risks were taken that shouldn't have been taken, a loan default. This is the seven in reverse. It's like mounting debt, adding up. This is like almost being here and then slipping back down here. This is, to me, somebody being very narrow-minded about maybe a slip in finances. And I feel like trying to work things through, being very frugal, and only spending when you have to, just until your financials get stable again. But there's also a female. We've also got a female here who you should be very suspicious of, because I think she may offer some kind of advice or something along them lines. don't follow what she says, because what she's offering is very suspicious to me. I feel like there could have been maybe some bad financial decisions made, and you have to recover from that. But you will get back there. The Seven of Pentacles, sevens is perspective. You have to have a certain perspective on things, putting things into perspective. Just watching what you spend until you can build up that stability again. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse sometimes is overextending credit. Try not to use credit. Watch your investments also. Now's not the time to withdraw investments. You got to wait until they pick up again. I've got the Two of Cups and the Empress. So the Two of Cups, twos are, this is, you can do this. So this is going to happen. This is just a setback. The Empress is a major arcana. That is a life lesson. The Empress is there to tell me you got to be very careful. I do think that this is, you are going to rebound from this. So whatever financial issues you may be having at this time, or a financial loss that you took, like if you've done investments or stuff like that, this is for Smiling is Contagious. I feel like you're going to rebound from that. And as far as finances go, because this is very financial, this is talking about finances and future stability. Only splurge on things that you really have to at this point. I feel like you got to change things up a little bit and just be careful with spending over the next little while. But I do feel like there is going to be a huge financial gain after taking a loss. Okay, so that's what this is standing for, is a financial gain after taking a loss. It was a setback. Don't let it get to you. And I know, even with myself, when stocks and bonds start on downward, it's like, oh my God, you are going to get a financial gain after this, but you just got to be very careful with finances and don't overextend the credit more than what it is until you can get back up to this being upright. Okay. The Two of Cups. This is drifting apart from somebody or something. So maybe you have to distance yourself. Because things that worked in the past aren't working so good now. That's what the Two of Cups is. The Empress is creative blocks and coldness. So somebody, like, maybe even trying to shut you out of decisions being made. Don't let them do that shit. Especially if it has to do with your finances too. You're going to have to really stand up for yourself in that matter. Don't let people push you around or lead you astray. Like, oh yeah, don't worry about it. We'll get the money back in there next week. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Now's the time to get back stable in finances. I do feel like you're going to do that, and you're going to have a bigger gain than what you thought you would. This is just a minor setback, albeit maybe a big financial setback, but it's nothing that can't be fixed with a little bit of being frugal. Okay, so let's see what else we can get from this. Don't let people force you into overspending either. There's one. There's two. Okay, let's see what we got. The Axe. See, this is separating yourself from something. You may have to cut some things out of your life here. This is a breakup, separation, stopping a pattern. So maybe, the finances get really good and then they take a nosedive. They get really good and they take a nosedive. You got to figure out why those nosedives are happening, and stop the pattern on that. And maybe even abandoning a large purchase that you were thinking about making. The Golden Mirror. Somebody is very self-absorbed, narcissistic, love bombing, one-sided relationships. So this could be what somebody is using to get you to go in debt. or to overspend or something like that, because this is all about money and stability. But I do feel like there is going to be a big gain after this fall. So if there has been something like that happening, like just be very frugal, be very careful with your spending, and you can get back up to that level again. So that was all about stability. So that's about making decisions and choices that are going to boost your income and your financial stability. Don't let people talk you into doing things that are risky. Smiling is contagious. This is describing my husband's money decisions, which I'm very against. I feel like it's a bad investment, but he doesn't care. And it's going to do what he wants to do. So thank you for the confirmation. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you got to be careful. Don't let people talk you into doing things that you're not comfortable doing. Because I feel like there's going to be a big loss if there hasn't been already. Will you bounce back from it? Yes, but it's going to take being very frugal, because I think it's a bad investment. Okay, Rose. Let's see what we got for Rose. 8 of Wands. This is being at a major crossroad in your life. Wands are a creation action. Eights are like something is about to change here. And the moon. Watch out for deceitful people. The moon is, you know this from my Ancestor deck, you guys. This is lies, deceits, false friends, infidelities, stuff like that. The 8 of Wands you got. The 8 of Wands, like I said, 8s are a change. Wands are also taking action on something. This is entering a major crossroad in life. So this is going to be major decision time for you. This is saying that you have to take some kind of action to resolve the events that are going on around you. Things aren't going to just work themselves out. You're going to have to make some major decisions and major changes. Sorry for the cough. Let me just take a sip of my coffee here. This is also, it's a good time to clarify exactly what you are working towards. Make your intentions and what you want clear. Do not leave it open for interpretation from anyone. So nobody can say, oh, well, you know what? You said this. Well, that's not what I said. You're taking bits and pieces. You know what I mean? So be very clear with what your intentions are and clarify your goals, set new priorities. Be very careful in the planning, okay? Because this is a major crossroad. That's what it's telling me. And with the moon, okay, this is your ethics are going to be tested. This is infidelity. This is false friends. This is deceit. So I feel like there's somebody there in the background trying to get you to make decisions that benefit them more than anybody else for their own selfish needs type thing. I feel like it sometimes maybe you even get confused about things, maybe a little distracted. And I feel like there's somebody helping do that with you just to try and get you off of what you were thinking about doing. You really have to think through these decisions before you make them. There's also some deception here and somebody that is really out for themselves and not you guys as a whole. Somebody more or less out for themselves. You got to be careful during this time. Sorry for the cough, you guys. It's not as bad as getting better. A lot of this dampness. The High Priestess. This is, again, a major arcana. This is life lessons. This is like a challenge to traditions. Personal beliefs, something that's going to be unorthodox. That's what the High Priestess stands for in reverse. So you may have to think outside of the box. Maybe ways that you've done things in the past worked then, but they're not going to work now. So now you're going to have to think outside of the box. But what's really got me concerned is this taking of action to resolve the events that are happening It's like you can't procrastinate on them because they're not going to fix themselves. Somebody really going to be testing you with your, I think, not only your personal faith and ethics and morals and values. I think they're just going to test you 100% all over. But I think people are doing that to distract you from what maybe decisions or something you're trying to make. We got the 3 of coins, okay? 3s are connections, connecting the dots. Common goals. If somebody isn't on the same page as you, this is never going to work. So whatever this is that's going on that you got to take action with, you got to make a decision. This is a major crossroads. If somebody's not working with you, then they're working against you. So it's really like you got to depend on yourself. And like I said, there's somebody here that is trying to get you, distract you in other ways so that you're not concentrating on the decisions that you have to make. It's almost like it's got to be a collaborative effort. And this could also have some financial elements to it. But you guys got to get on the same page because I feel like whatever's going on here, you guys are not on the same page and just like banging heads. It's almost, whoops, I seen a card over. It's almost like, what was I just going to say now? It's almost like every time you find a solution, somebody finds another problem to it. So when you see stuff like that happening, it's because they're trying to distract you and persuade you to do something other than what you were thinking about doing. So, but this is a major crossroad, and I think decisions are going to have a lifetime effect. Careful planning, careful planning. And once you clarify your own goals, like I would sit with yourself and what do you actually want? How do you want this to turn out? Set the goals and priorities for yourself so you don't get easily strayed from that, because I feel like there's somebody that isn't working on the same page as you. See, self-indulgence. Focus on yourself, your self-worth, time to heal, shadow work. And that's what I meant. Like, really set goals, personal goals, like for yourself. Don't base your whole life on somebody else's wants and needs. Like, you got to have yours taken care of also, and your thoughts and wants and needs also recognized. It can't be just doing for other people. You also have to take care of yourself and your own self-worth, right? Soulmates. This is a soul connection, a partnership agreement. Okay, so you got to come into an agreement, because I feel like there's certain things that you guys just aren't agreeing on, and it's causing distractions in other areas. Okay, there's 3. There's the healing heart, the snake. The snake, and this is what I mean. Somebody not in it for the right reasons, or this can also be, in this instance, not coming, like banging heads on things, like when decisions are to be made, you can't come to an agreement on it. Healing heart, healing from heartache, freedom from toxic relationships and addictions. So this is freeing yourself from somebody that may have some kind of addiction. There's all kinds of them out there. It doesn't necessarily have to be drugs. Everybody thinks drugs right away. There's some kind of addiction here. You've got to get past that. And the hand of cards, taking a chance, watching your risks. Okay, because right now I think there's some things that are a gamble that aren't a sure thing. I think right now you should be sticking to sure things, because of what's come out over here with the moon. If it's not a sure thing, don't decide on it right now. But you've got to also start thinking of yourself, okay? Taking care of yourself and making sure that this is something, that you're not doing just because it's somebody else's wish or want. You got to also think of yourself. And I think that sometimes you take care of everybody else and forget that you need to take care of yourself too. Okay? His way or no way. Yeah. See, you can't do that, Rose, because if you constantly do things just to please somebody else, there's constantly going to be, how can I say it, turmoil there, feeling like you were robbed. It's got to be a joint effort. And that's where I'm getting this when I do this. This is a banging of heads, like not being able to go 50-50 or come to a medium. Yeah, you can't do that. You're very welcome, Rose. Stick to your guns. You got to sit by yourself, Rose, and write down your goals. The next 5 years, what are your goals? What do you want to see happen? Where do you want to be in 5 years? Okay. That's going to give you your overall what you need to do to make yourself, and I'm not saying you're not happy, but to make yourself feel the happiest you can and everything else. And if you can't have the other person help incorporate that, then then you're just doing over here and making this one happy, and then you're left out in the cold. And that's where resentment and toxicity and stuff starts setting in. And it may not be apparent, but it comes out in the way that maybe you deal with things, or the way that you may answer something or do something, because you're not happy in the situation because your needs aren't being met too. So it's got to be 50-50. You got to meet in the middle. Like, both people's things matter, right? And a common goal is to make sure each other is happy. And that's not just in significant other. That is in all your relationships. It's got to be 50-50. If one's always making sure everybody else is all right, they become depressed. They become anxious. They become, the feelings that they start getting. And you can't function like that, right? Yes, Marie, perfectly said. Love isn't being selfish or controlling. Yeah, you can't do that, Rose. You got to stand up for yourself. Don't be the carpet. You're not a carpet, my dear. You're a beautiful human being. You have a beautiful heart. And you got to start putting yourself first, because you can't make anybody else happy, truly, unless you're happy. And that's significant others, friendships, family. It doesn't matter what relationship you're talking about. You got to be happy yourself before you can make others happy. Otherwise, you're just a slave to their feelings and emotions and wants and needs. And nobody's a slave. Yeah, you got to stop doing that. People will start recognizing when you stop doing things, right? And you got to stop doing those things. If you're not feeling appreciated and stuff like that, you got to stop doing it. Some people don't realize what you actually do until you stop doing it. And that's sometimes the only time they wake up. Oh, I'm sorry, Rose. I love you. You're not invisible here. You got to. Baby steps. Take one thing, Rose, that you always do to make others happy. Don't do it no more. Oh, I wish I could give you a big hug. Take one thing at a time. Do one thing that you always do to make others happy. Okay. Now, if you're doing something to make somebody happy that does things to make you happy, that's 50-50. But if you're constantly doing for people that don't do back for you, and I'm not saying keep a score, but that's showing compassion and love and everything else when you do things for people because you love them. If they're not doing the same for you, take one thing that you do and don't do it. Right? You got to stop no matter how much it, like I'm OCD. So it's like, I got to clean that because they're not going to do it. And I always do it. You should see what I've done sometimes, Rose. I'm telling you. It's rocked me to my core, but just for an instance, this roommate that I have, the older gentleman that I rent a room out to, clean the sink when you're done. I don't want to touch from your toothbrush, all that stuff that gets spitted on the handles for turning the water on. I shouldn't have to touch that. Clean it. He didn't get it. I do. I wipe everything. No, you don't. Because I'm seeing your spit from your toothpaste. So you know what I did? I cleaned it all off. I used a Clorox wipe, cleaned it all off so I could do my teeth, brush my teeth and everything. And as I'm spitting out my toothpaste, I spit it all over the mirror, the sink, the taps, everything. So when he went in to use the bathroom, because he's up all night, so he doesn't get up till 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. He's up all night playing video games at 67 years old. When he got up in the morning and he seen the taps covered in spit, like foam from my toothpaste everywhere. It's like, hey, look at the bathroom. What happened here? I said, well, that's what I see when I go in and I see your spit everywhere. Do you get what I'm saying now? So that's what I did. I take things to extreme because I'll say it over and over and over and over and over again. You're 67 years old. I shouldn't have to tell you every day like a child to clean up your spit and shit out of the sink. So it's like he didn't get it and he wouldn't listen and he didn't do it. So yeah, here you go. Now what? I know it's gross, but that's what I finally did. Now he cleans the sink. And if he doesn't, I do it again. Oh, unorthodox ways that I deal with shit because I don't like confrontation, but I won't back down from it either. When I'm pushed to my limit, yeah, you got to stop that. You got to pick yourself up, dust off, Rose, and you're worth it. You are worth it. Okay? What you do for everybody else, you are worthy of having those things done for you too. Oh, Kate, it was, and I've done it twice because he was good for a few months and he started doing it again. And another thing, he kept not cleaning his hair out of the shower after he'd have a shower. It'd all just be in the bottom of the tub and that. So you know what I did? I went in and I took the shower head off. You can't clean up after yourself, then you're not using the shower. Like, it's like, no, like you're 67 years old. I shouldn't have to continuously tell. I have notes posted. Clean up your dishes, clean up your sink, clean up the table, blah, blah, blah. I've got notes posted all over my kitchen. I shouldn't have to live like that. And then he still doesn't do it. So wait, the next thing coming out of my kitchen is my kitchen table. I spent a lot of money on that table. It's a bistro set with the 4 chairs. He's dropped stuff on the chairs and not cleaned it up. He always leaves a mess at where he sits to eat. Yeah. Next thing coming out is my kitchen table. He's going to put you on TikTok. And I will. I will take that kitchen table out of there. And I mean, it's not like he doesn't have everything in his room. He's got a little bar fridge. He's got a coffee maker. He's got a toaster oven. He's got a kettle. He's got everything in his room, a microwave. He doesn't have to come downstairs and use my stuff. So if you want to come down and use my stuff, then you're going to keep it clean like I do. Respect my stuff or you're going to lose it. It's very rare I eat at my kitchen table. I'm sitting here doing work at my desk, so I usually eat right here. So it's not going to be bothering me not having a kitchen table. And I will put it away for a good month. Right? Kate Bell, right? Yeah. And when I say enough's enough, like I shouldn't have to continue telling you you're a 67-year-old man. So it's like, yeah, it's like I want so bad just to throw his butt out, but he's got nowhere else to go. He's got no family here. He's old. He's got a lot of health problems. It's like, but it's going to get to that point, believe me, that I'm just going to say I've had enough. But there you go. Part of Willow's daily. Oh, gosh, you guys. Okay, so let me make sure I've got everybody on the wheel. I got everybody on the wheel. Let me get the wheel up. And we are going to Oh, Rose, you're never a downer. We love you. Okay, so here is the wheel. We are going to shuffle, 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 shuffle. You can see the names on the right shuffling. Somebody tell me when to stop hitting shuffle. Somebody tell me when to stop hitting shuffle, and then we will spin the wheel. First person to tell me to stop, I stop doing the shuffle. Somebody say stop. Somebody say stop. Somebody say stop. Stop. Okay, here we go. Crime time with Jess. Yeah. To put a crystal in here too that will coincide with the stress and anxiety bracelet. You have one crime chime with Jess. Please email me. I'll put my email here. Oops. Here is my email. Prime time with Jess. Let me just circle you here so I don't forget. Email me crime time with Jess, and I need your address so I can get this shipped out to you. And there is my email. It's just above and beyond Ancestor. I don't have the readings in there, just above and beyond Ancestor at outlook.com. If you go to my about section, you will see if you guys want to send me anything, a nice little card or a photo of you wearing something maybe that you won, so I can share that. If you want to send me anything, if you go to my about section, I've got a post office box now that you can send stuff to. Also, all my links are in my about section also. The bracelet, it's a bracelet with crystals on it. It has an amethyst, a blue sodalite, and a labradorite. And that is the bracelet. And I'm also going to be putting in a crystal with the bracelet. And that's just my way of giving back to everybody who's gotten a read. I do this every Sunday, different things every Sunday. Sometimes it's keychains, sometimes it's necklaces, sometimes it's a bracelets, but it's always something nice just to give back to you guys for coming in, spending some of your Sunday with me, getting a read, trusting me to read you. It's my way of giving back a little bit. Now, like I said, I will have another basket that we will be doing for the month of October. I'm hoping, what are we, on the 27th or 28th, being able to go in, and hopefully everything is in by then. Once I got the basket together, you guys, I will be showing you guys it. And this basket is going to have the famous Tiger's Eye collection. So the bracelet, the necklace, and the crystal Tiger Eye. Everybody loved it the last time, so that is going to be in the monthly basket for the monthly giveaway. So anytime you do a $10 super chat, super donation, except for at the mini reads, your name will go on the wheel. I will put your name on my list, and you will go on the wheel for a chance to win that. So you can enter as many times as you want. Each $10 donation gets your name on the wheel. So it's going to be a beautiful basket again. I will have another selenite stick in there. This you use to cleanse all your crystals, your necklaces, your cards, your bracelets, anything that you need cleansed. You can use the selenite stick. It's a foot long. So that will be in for sure in the next basket. I did order another fluorite. That will also be in. A lot of protection stones and stuff like that will be in there, as well as another deck of oracle cards. Just a bunch of stuff I'm going to put together. Usually about $100 value, and that's a monthly draw. So any $10 super chat, super sticker, super thanks, because there's a little heart below each video where you can do super thanks. That gets you an entry onto the wheel. So the more times you enter, the best chance you have. Our last winner that we just did yesterday, Marie Burks, won the last basket. And I've got a box about this big. So watch for a box, Marie, about this big that's coming to you. And I did wrap everything individually and stuff. So watch for your box. I'll be shipping that out this week to you. So with that being said, you guys, we're going to wrap it up. I've got a read that I've got to do, and I'm going to be doing the read today once I'm done here. But it won't be posted probably till tomorrow or Tuesday. Because once the read's done, I've got to then go and get all the information regarding it, whatever I can find. PM me off even bigger, you guys. One of the platforms now, I can't even see my Canadian news on some of the platforms. It's blocked. Pissed me off. But anyway, I've got to get the thumbnail and everything done up for it. So I probably won't do that until tomorrow. So it probably won't be up until Tuesday. But it will be under the live tab because I do it using StreamYard. And that's why everything new for the last year and a half, you can find it all under my live tab. It's because I use the StreamYard. So the date for that reading will be today, but it will not be posted until Tuesday. Because Marie Burks is a culprit for this. She'll go, oh my God, I didn't even see you go live. When I do my reads, it's not that I'm going live, hun. It's because I use StreamYards. And it shows up as it's a live stream. But what I do is I just use StreamYards to record it. It saves me from having to record it on my camera and then upload it to YouTube. Uploading it takes even longer. This way it's sent from StreamYard. It usually takes a bit to get over to YouTube and so I can edit it and get my thumbnail and everything on it. Usually takes about 12 hours before I can do any editing, which means thumbnail, description, and all that stuff. So if it's not up tomorrow night, it will be up Tuesday for sure. And that one is on Brian Vladek Hassel. I've got a lot of emails asking, in the comment section asking for it. So I'm going to get that read done. And I also got, what was that other one? I gotta search for it. There was another one too that I gotta do an updated read on. You're very welcome, Rose. I love you. Your family. Everybody here is family. Oh yes, I gotta check my email. Let me just click it up over here now, because if I don't, I will forget. I can't call the U.S., Marie, or I would. I would pick up the phone and call you, but I can't call the U.S. from my cell phone. I don't have that plan. I wish I could. And I'm not going to repeat that next piece, but no worries. I'm not going nowhere. I'm here. Don't you worry. If you look, Marie, I think Des just posted it. I have a post office box now, so you can send it directly to me. But whenever you have time, whenever, no rush. I'm not going nowhere. And much love right back to you. I just read your email, Marie. I can't respond right now, but I will. Yeah, Des just put my email in the chat. So my mailing address. My son does check it, check the mailbox daily. He drops off my granddaughter down that way. So make sure you grab that. If you missed it in the chat, Marie, you can find it on my YouTube in my About section. I've got it there also. Yes, I will email you back, Marie. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to get that redone on Brian Vladek Hassel. And there's also another one I've got to do after that. That is an updated read, I believe. I got to go through my book here, and I can't read. My daughter's writing half the time. Get those two done. There it is again, Marie, if you need it. So tomorrow morning I can just get the thumbnails done and stuff like that. And then you guys will have 2 reads for this week that are coming out. Probably one Tuesday and one Thursday. You're very welcome, Marie. And I hope things all work out. And I know you're going through a lot right now and sorting through stuff and whatever. So know that I'm with you there in spirit. And big hugs for you. Okay, so with that being said, you guys, we're going to wrap it up. Thanks for being here. Thank you, mods. You guys are great as usual. Des, I'm going to call you quickly once I'm done this and before I start doing the next reads. Okay, so until the next time, you guys, please take care of yourselves. Please stay safe. Always be aware of your surroundings. I love you guys to the moon and back. Bye-bye for now.